Alright guys, let's go over the best builds for every single class for the Gauntlet. So we're going to be checking out via leaderboards, as there's a feature to actually just view their profile and you can pretty much get exactly what they're playing. Now keep in mind, for some reason there are some stats that won't be accurate, and the reason why is it doesn't snapshot immediately and keep it there. It's whatever the person has equipped at the moment. So it will be relatively accurate, so keep that in mind as well. Just take it with a grain of salt because they can swap their pieces of gear. So starting right off, as far as the Barbarian goes, we've got this build over here. It looks like it's going to be a HOTA barb. Looks like we got double shouts, no Wrath of the Berserker, but this is what's in rank 1 right now. Looks like it's a HOTA barb, so I'll mouse over the pieces of gear over here, and if there's something to talk about, we'll kind of talk about it. But this has basically been the top build for Barbarian for a long time, which is the charge HOTA barb, but then you do a little bit of whirlwinding in between, so you can get some good damage. And then, let's see if we got something good. That's after swapping the weapons over there. Then we have the Ring of the Ravenous. So damaging enemies with their brawling skills applies some stacks of bleed. So yeah, this one is one of the newer things that did come out. So that is kind of cool to see. And then we've got, of course, the Grandfather. And then you don't actually need to play Opus. That was in another build. I'm thinking Rob's build had that. That was like what everyone normally played. Yeah, Opus is definitely great. And if you can throw Ringless Starless guys, I mean, like, a lot of these build guys, I'm just going to say that there's more than likely going to be Uber Uniques in all of these that we go over. So if you're like, I kind of want to copy the build, can I play it without the Uber Unique? Sure, but you're going to be super far behind, and realistically, especially with the Barbarian in particular, there are some classes that you can maybe get away without playing. I genuinely think like Opus is actually really good over here. If you can, you know, maintain those high resources, it's great, especially because you can stack it with Starless guys over here. And Rob, I trust this guy's build. He's a really good Barbarian player. But yeah, this one's got Wrath of Berserker. I actually probably think Rob's build is, I mean, on paper, I think this one's better. But sometimes, keep in mind, sometimes that things just work out. Even though it's the same map, there is still, not necessarily RNG, but like, let's say, you know, the monster's position freezes you. The difference between, like, you know, being unstoppable or for that one extra frame sometimes and you get frozen. That could be the difference between winning and losing one. So, looks like, for the most part, we'll check out kind of the top 3 over here. Some of these, by the way, it may say private profile, but it looks like it's pretty much, this one is a leap. Oh, this is actually interesting. Okay, cool. So I'll mouse over the pieces of gear real quick, but this one looks a little bit different. Looks like it's just, we've got Charge Whirlwind over here. So there is a little bit of variance, but for the most part, it's just like double shots, Wrath Berserker, and then Charge. It's like on every single barb build. But that looks like it's going to be some of the best stuff for Barbarian. Let's go ahead and hop into the Necromancer. So with the Necromancer, it looks like, oh, okay, some of these, I don't know if all these are private profiles. Some of these could be bugged out, because there was a couple other content creators that had a private profile, and I don't think they would. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and hop into the Necromancer. So there's actually a lot of variations with the Necromancer. So this one over here looks like it's a Shadow Blight over here. So again, if I'm going too fast, feel free to pause the video if you need to. We got the Lidless Wall, Sacrilegious, Starless Sky. So a lot of builds will have Harlequin and on top of that Starless Skies, because it's really good for resources. So it looks like it is going to be like, it looks like a Blight Sever build. Okay, pretty good. So this is probably yeah, Blight Sever is looking what like this guy's playing. As far as like summoning Necro, they did get some buffs, but I have not seen one. This is another Blight Sever Necromancer with Black River. Pretty much the same build over here. We'll go through this a little bit faster now. Oh, okay, private profile. But as far as, yeah, private profile. Okay, so it looks like Shadow Blight is taking the cake on this one. This one over here is going to be the Sorceress, and it's going to be Ball Lightning slash Arc. So you can see this one over here. So we're running Harlequin. We got Rymint, so you can group up the enemies. Sorceress is actually, so far, one of the best classes for the Gauntlet, and that is because you get to move very, very fast. So again, I'll mouse over all the things in case you want to copy it. By the way, we cannot see their skill tree, but I'm sure you guys can kind of, you know, guess what they're putting points into. Like, for example, of course, they're going to be running Ball Lightning, and this one is running Arc Lash. So the reason why you can run Arc Lash, you can actually throw in Flicker Step. I've seen that build a couple times also. Okay, this one's another private. So some of these, again, they'll say private profile. Here's one with the Flicker Step. So, and we have the Dagger. And we're running Arc Lash, and the reason why is because you can reduce the cooldown, and you can just teleport, and then you suck up everything with Rymint, and then everything just kind of pops with your Ball Lightning. That is the basics of the Ball Lightning Sorceress. And then next up, we're going to move on to the next build over here, which is going to be the Rogue. So with the Rogue, let's go ahead and check out the Rogue build. So again, I'm guessing it's Harlequin. There could be some like, you know, bug. I don't know. This Gauntlet just came out, but I'm guessing it's Harlequin Crest over here, and this one is going to be a Twisting Blades Rogue. There was a massive nerf with Rogue for any ranged build, because before with the crossbow you got an insane amount of damage, but that has actually been nerfed over here. But Starless Guy's Crest is going to be in most builds. You don't need Doombringer though if you were interested in playing the Rogue. And then looks like they're running Concealment. Were they running that new Concealment thing? There's a aspect for Concealment. Yeah, breaking Concealment gives you extra resistances, and then killing a elite reduces its cooldown, and that lets you basically spam your Shadow Imbuement a lot more with one of the glyphs. But well, you can't really view the glyph, or one of the legendary nodes or something like that. Just know that that does exist. But Puncture, even though they've buffed the other like basic skills, no one's really playing them. Puncture is still going to be king for the most part, as far as I'm aware of. But like I said, we'll check out the other setup over here. This one is going to be a pen shot. So there's actually a few different rogues. I actually did see a Barrage Rogue as well. So as far as Flurry goes, we have not seen any Flurry build make it on like the top 3, because I've been kind of checking this. And keep in mind, guys, this is like day 1. Things may change. Maybe someone's going to figure out another bug, because, well, that's kind of how Rogue usually becomes good. We had the Debalts bug, then we had the Crossbow bug, and looks like this is kind of similar in the same style. This one is running Pen Shot though. We'll check out Exodus over here, and then we have another Sky Hunter. This one is actually running Barrage. So far, we've seen everything except for a rapid fire build, as well as so we've seen Pen Shot, Barrage, and Twisting Blade. So I would say Rogue is in an okay-ish spot in terms of diversity, but with Flurry, I haven't really seen Flurry. I mean, Barrage is pretty similar, but Barrage did get a nice little buff over there, so there could be some incentives to go ahead and try that out. So that's what we've seen with the Rogue. And then let's go ahead and check out the Druid, which I'm pretty sure it's the Storm Druid. Oh, okay, let's check out what this is. Oh, okay, that's a private profile. That's another private profile, okay. So unfortunately, you can private a profile. Man, all the Druids be hiding over here. But again, I don't know if this is a bug, because I'm pretty sure Ace wouldn't like hide his profile unless he's like, it's a top secret build. But from what I've seen, okay, this is interesting. Is this a Shred Druid? Okay, so we got the Godslayer, the Mad Wolf's Glee, because it's only like Sigil 70 content here. We have Debalts, and then we have the Spear. Okay, so we're seeing a Spear Druid. Okay. And then what do we have over here? So it's a Shred Druid. Okay, so Shred Druid looking pretty strong. Too bad we can't do the Blur Beast with Andariels. That actually got changed over there. So let's check out another build, just in case there is a few variants as before. Actually, I think we checked this guy's running the Spear. There's just a lot of private profiles on the Druid for some reason. Okay, so this is the one that I've been consistently seeing here. So if you guys are interested in trying out a Druid build over here, and again, I don't know why. Like, obviously the guy was running a ring. He wasn't just like, oh, I'm going to remove it. My guess is he probably had Starless Skies, but nonetheless, this is what he was running. And this one over here, you could probably get away without playing an Uber Unique, maybe in the Druid, and I would say the Necromancer. Although Starless Skies is pretty dang strong, there are so many good aspects for the Necromancer for extra damage. But like I said, there's probably Ring of the Starless Skies over here for that one. We'll check out maybe one more in the Druid, just in case is there. And I wanted to see the Wolf build. Okay, this one over here, it's basically Lightning Storm again. Okay, so wrapping things up over here, looking at the points as far as like which one is the top build over here. So a lot of people expected Barbarian to be one of the top builds, and it is definitely high up there. I mean, like in the higher top 3, I'm going to look at the top 3 here. So we'll look at like 700k. Then with the Necromancer, it's like 600-ish. And then the Sorceress is absolutely dominating. I mean, look at these numbers. They're so much consistently higher. So it looks like Sorc, I would say, is number 1. Look, you can see Rogue over here, kind of in what I can see like the B tier. And this one, I mean, that one person is just so far ahead. But that one might be an anomaly. Maybe he got really lucky and just was absolutely obliterating things. But as far as like a tier list goes, I would say it's no question Sorceress S tier, Barbarian probably in the A tier, and then the rest of the classes are almost similar if you look at that. I'm talking about the top 3 right now, because again, these maps are going to be consistent. But that's what it's looking like right now, guys, for the top builds. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Which one do you think is going to be the winner in the end of the leaderboards? So yeah, we'll see where it goes. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new here and want to be up to date, maybe we'll make an updated, like, you know, a tier list or something later. But subscribe if you guys want to see more in the future, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.